Hi-oh, beaver! Away!
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to a Crits Cast production. We're going to be going through the Respawn League Highlander Season 6 Grand Finals for the Premier Division. Two best teams in the country going up against each other tonight. I am Michael, joined with me by Snazzy and DuMmTm.
I'm wondering what some differences like new viewers might need to keep in mind here when watching this map specifically.
Yeah. So there's two main differences. Actually, there's three main differences. Sorry, pardon me. Maybe we'll get our magical producer man to fly around the map. Well, I want to start us off. So I'm gonna speak out loud a bit so Connor knows where we're going. On the left side of the blue battlements, you've got a little bit of a drop down that goes to the medium health kit on the floor. So there's a drop down there, so you can drop down from bats onto the health pack and then push up the far side of the point. You have a big staircase in the middle of bats to lead up to bats, and then finally the pool room is no longer a pool room, it's just dirt. And those are the changes specific to the bats are mirrored on both sides. But that doesn't matter anymore because we are underway, and Meth, he's very aggressive actually with the loose cannon out. He'll get the opening pick onto Doge.
Both demos going down, Hyper cleaning up Meth. It looks like a bit of a scrappy fight on the point, not much really going on. Miss taking out Coden, but Hertz is popping off on the flank there, taking out two players. Disturbed and the engineer, I believe, Regia. We're just seeing this dominant position on the point from Red Pandas. They're just able to get a lot of that time going, but Meph's all the way back in. He gets Hyper down stupid low on the point there. Does end up dying for his efforts. Ohai taking out Miss is going to be pretty big, but it looks like a crit's actually on the heavy. That's the laser beams.
That's didn't go very well. They got some damage. Lau and Hertz falling right after the points cap, but you've got Doge. He's getting aggressive right on top of Dime, but Dime, nice surf away, will live. As hang on, Bird's got a Phlogistinator and is just jumping at Doge. Doge will fall in Hyper as well. The crits from the Phlogistinator doing work here, but Locke, he's up on his Uber, getting bombed. He'll use on T-Son. But it looks like they should be able to get the cap here pipe some point, having to deal with the Pyro and the Scout Uber now, but yeah, they'll manage to clean it up. Nice retaliation from them on pipe some point to get back into the round.
Absolutely. It just looks like both teams are sort of really doing their best here, but I think Pipes on Point is kind of committing to a more frenetic style of gameplay. Meth jumping in fairly consistently. He is doing a lot of work, and they have actually capped this point.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, looking to get back onto it. T-Son is, but he's quite low, alone on the point, will die to the detonator of Bird, and Bird finding a kill onto T-Son as well. I'm just curious how the flog is going to work out for her, though. No reflect, and with a demo like Doge being on the enemy team, it's going to be really rough. We do have Zoid getting a kill onto Mist, with actually Locke going down. The crit's coming out onto Ray or Flare this time. That was a huge crit, way better than the laser beams that came off at the start. So, hey, look, I mean, they're cemented themselves on this point. Playing the constant crits ad, it's, one of the things that they can do to really keep themselves in the game. They just need to be careful of the sniper, but Meth, he's on the bats with the loose cannon, does get the kill onto Ohai. As Hertz dies as well, they're really putting on a good show in this first round, Snazzy.
Absolutely. They're actually running the timer down as well. 140 to the Red Pandas 228. They do have Zoid floating around behind them doing a lot of work and kind of keeping them fearful, but with Red Pandas managing to recap the point there in the meantime, there's not really much to say. Bird going in with the flog crits, I believe, taking out Hyper. And it looks like Zoid's come behind. He's gotten a stab and he's on time. He does end up getting deleted.
Oh, and it looks like Flare. He's getting ready for another crits here, walking up onto the point. No, he doesn't want it. Is it? Who's getting it? Is Disturbed getting it this time? Someone is getting a crits hit, and it needs to be soon. Otherwise, Locke's Uber is going to come out. I don't think he'll drop a second time. They are just going to bring it forward before the crits come out. And at time, he will get found. Not just yet. Actually, the crits do come out onto Bird. A little will get done in the Uber, or rather of the crits, but time dies too early for something to come of it, so we're just going to have people getting forward into the fully buffed heavy of Hyper sitting in the dispenser. Maz is going to try to get something done. So much damage, but the dispenser eating its fair share and keeping Maz alive. Meth doing more funny business with the bombs, doesn't get any damage onto Locker this time. As the Pandas, they have turned the time back in their favor. But Pipes on point, they're going to take another fight before the Zuba comes out. I think they need to be a little more aggressive with their crits here.
Yeah, I can totally see what you're coming at. That said, I mean, they're getting frags. They are sort of letting Zoid play games with them behind, though. I do think they ended up getting him just then. They've taken out Coden as well, so with this tiny bit of a player ad, I think they can probably recap the point. 1 minute remaining on the side of Red Panda. Bird going in with the flog crits into Lake Room. Not much really happening there, but Miss taking out Locke with a fantastic crack shot. I think that might be something that could really run the time down here. It's actually going to put Red Pandas in some dire straits, man.
Yeah, especially if they can keep their players alive on Pipes on point, find the good opportunity to crits, because Pandas, they're gonna be aggressive before they get Uber. If they can replicate the flare crits that they had before, then I think they could definitely take this first round. Time practically even. Zoid is going to edge the point a little bit. They just need to... Okay, they're going to actually use the crit right onto Bird, I think it was, rather. But Thyme dying immediately to Zoid, hiding in the corner. That's going to turn things right back in Panda's favor as they managed to get the cap just before time went in Pipes on point's favor. And with 50% Uber, I don't think they're going to get caught off guard by the crits unless Pandas are really slack at the build and Pipes on point are really quick at it.
I mean, look, Pipes on Point are really playing a very Chaos Theory sort of game plan at the moment, and it's turning out fairly well for them. Maz getting hurts on the flank there. It actually looks like they're ready to take that map room, water room. I can't even remember what it's called at this point. But they have managed to get a couple of players. Locke getting sniped again. Miss really putting in work. You're saying earlier that early sniping's really good, and they've managed to recap this point. 10 seconds remaining on the clock for Red Panda. Just under a minute for the side of Pipes on point, but they do still have this player ad and this huge amount of ad on the crits there.
Yeah, I need to see more come of it this time. Bird is waiting up on the point. Hasn't been spotted just yet. She's got the flog crits up. So she might be able to make something happen, and they may try to use that before the crits on Thyme. It looks like Maz may be looking to take it. But it's going to depend on how they play it. Reggie goes down along with the gun. Crits hasn't come out yet. They're losing players. Bird, Ray, Andy Rue all going down. It hasn't come out yet. It's going to come out on Maz, but he just doesn't have enough health. Thyme's actually going to get stabbed halfway through the crits before any kills can come of it. And with that, it's essentially a wipe from Pipes on point. As Pandas, it looks like they're going to close out this first round. But such a close game, or close round rather, from Pipes on point. If they can keep that up, I think it's impossible that we could see a few more rounds go in their favor.
Absolutely. I mean, there was only 5 seconds left on the clock. I mean, you really have to be happy with that, especially against a team like Red Pandas that you know are so dominant. But Meth is in again. Let's see if he picks up Doge this time. He does get piped, and he ends up getting cleaned up by T-Son. That's not good. Miss taking out Coden nice and early, which is good for them in return, but not quite everything they want. Ohai getting a snipe onto Disturb. A lot of fighting going on the point, but it looks like Red Pandas kind of have the high ground here. I mean, I'm not sure. It looks like... I don't even know what to talk about, man. Mef's back in again. Andy Rue was on the med, but nothing really came of it. And I think it's probably going the way of Red Pandas, but Time has this crit. Bird is up close, so is Maz. And it looks... No, that's quick fix. That's not crits. I've lied.
Yeah, that is a quick fix, and a fairly odd choice. Going to keep players healthy during the Uber, but just before Pipes on point can cap the point, Panda's Uber will come out and clean up the stragglers that tried to scatter, but unsuccessfully. So, looks like Pandas, they're going to plant themselves on the point here. Hyper sitting up at the wall. And Ohai returns a kill onto Miss Meth, bombing in again. I feel like it's the only thing I'm seeing him do. He's high in the sky every single time. Decent damage onto Ohai. But the point will fall in favor of Pandas. I think they need to get some of the aggressive set up here just to shut down this pure chaos from Pipes on point.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't see the quick fix coming out, and maybe they were just trying to commit to that early point cap. To sort of turn that in their favor. Miss taking out Ohai on the tail end of that one, which is really good. Time actually jumping in and getting an Ubersaur on the
Oh
heavy.
my god.
And with that 3-player ad, I think they might be happy here to cap this point. Andy Brew going down very low
Oh, no.
as he went in for a stab.
Lock drop to the heavy.
What?
Right. Okay. I mean,
Alright.
hey, Pipes and Point, you take those. The heavy drop, not an often one you see. As the heavy's damage, it's a little slow. Normally you can react to it, but Maz getting close, getting the job done, and Zoid, he's watching Thyme and Bird. Oh, this is disgusting.
Bird.
They're gonna find Lock again. No, do they? Lock is too quick. Has the scout? Oh my god! Get out
T-Son's
alive!
behind them.
Jesus Christ! What am I watching? That's quite possibly the most chaos Uber I have
Time's
ever
getting
seen.
out too, I think.
No way.
So Bird's actually jumping Time around using the detonator, I think it was. But they end up dying for their efforts.
Oh my god, I love it. I love this. This is innovation. Like, the quick fix with the detonator. Oh my god.
It's actually sort of working too.
I have seen games that are more favored towards pandas, so I think they're doing better than some of the past teams that have been in this opportunity.
Absolutely. We'll just have to see if they can convert it to a round. Meth going in again and ending up getting cleaned up by Lau. Ohai taking out Andy Roo, but missed sniping him. With that sniper down, I mean, that's the spot you want to be in Highlander. The Red Pandas do have this full Uber though, but they've lost a couple of gamers.
And I mean, Spy Sniper, some of the big ones for Pandas, Scout as well. Now, I'd say those are kind of the main three. And with Meth jumping all the way behind, fighting their heavy, but Hertz will end up coming to help. Thyme is just turning tail and running from the Uber, but Doge dies in the post. And with the half health heavy, and a lot of players from Pipes on point, I don't think Hyper's going to be able to defend this one. Arrow's not going to be enough to save him as he will fall. Lock getting chased by Andy Roo, but Andy Roo will fall outside of the main area. And Thyme's got the full crits. Actually, Meth with the Caber. It's just suicides onto Doge. What the- We have another... Wait, no, we had another Phlogistonator crits coming out, but Bird gets headshot the moment she is un-Ubered. As I think Thyme, he needs to look at using this Uber to fight the point here, but he needs players to go forward. He can't be leading this as he is anyway. T-Son will go down quite early, but it's a solo heavy Uber. He's flashing the engineer of all classes, so barely anything getting done. Some buildings going down, and Meth dies again. I'm going to assume that was on Repanda's side of the point. I could not tell, but I think it's pretty safe to assume.
I saw the whole thing. He jumped in and like Caber bounced off of Lau's head. And then he got cleaned up. It does look like they've gone down a few players here, which is not going to be the spot they want to be in. Times are fairly even though. Red Panda's just down to 1 minute remaining. Pipes on point only has 1 minute and 14. I mean, I can actually still see this round going the way of Pipes on point. They're actually getting a lot of ground here. They still have this ground on the right side. Hyper's on his own in water room, pool room, map room, whatever. He is going to end up getting cleaned up for that, though. He tried to go for the pack, didn't quite get there. The Uber comes out, Time using his quick fix, and Bird unable to do very much with the flog there. Finally seeing a negative. Hertz jumping in from behind, cleaning up the med, and that's a fight that's gone entirely the way of Red Pandas afterwards.
Yeah, Neffy's found himself behind, facing Lau and Doge, and he were trying to go for something. It will not happen. Permist, he's just been ringing off shots this entire time. Ohai's been really putting in the work, but I feel like any time it's Ohai against Mist has generally been getting the upper hand. Ohai's not completely out of it, but I don't know. He's getting the space made for him by his team, as they do manage to clean up a second round on Pandas, but it's been very close and really scrappy, so Pipes on point, despite being 2-0, and if it ends up being a 3-0, it definitely does not feel that way, as this is going to be their last chance to try and clean out a round, as Thyme's all the way in this time. Right, that's not the strat, boys.
I think he might have meant to let go of Meth before he jumped in. We'll have to see how this impacts this initial fight. Bird's in deep, locks down so low, manages to get onto the dispenser, but Bird ends up taking him anyway with the help from Flare on the flank. That's amazing!
I've just been watching Meth. Meth is in Red Panda's spawn this entire time, and I think he might just... Oh, he just missed Ohai. Ohai's been had his back turned. Ohai's pretty much just arriving on mid. Meth finds a second kill with the lock and load onto Coden. Ohai's been so paranoid this entire... It's hilarious. He's been walking around, spies on cloaking behind him, demo men jumping behind him as well. It's been an utter shit show for him. As he will fall back now. He lives the entire mid behind, and I mean... At some point, they managed to clean it up. They'll combine for the kill under Ohai while Andy, Root, and Meth. Flank combo. Very unlikely one in the Demo Man and the Spy, but Time goes down with the Faluba. Let me find the gun. I think it was Quick Fix. It was
Quick Fix, yes.
Yeah, not the end of the world as Red Pandas. They are gonna bring it back and look at capping the point for the first time this round.
Yeah, they basically just wiped Pipes on Point. Regja, the only person left alive on 20 health. That said, Pipes on Point have gotten the timer down to 2 minutes and 16 fairly early there. And given the fact that they're running Quick Fix, I mean, they get to fight a lot more often just with that Uber. Ohai taking out Mist. I'm not sure how that one's going to turn out for them, though. Bird going down, getting a little bit too forward, I think, there. I didn't really see what happened. Looks like they're fighting this pull route. A lot of damage on a Doge, who ends up going down to Flare. And just off that, I feel like they might be able to push. They've got a bit more of a damage advantage here. Maz doing a lot of work taking out Coden. I'm not really sure. Bird's already yelled away in there. Andy Roo's on the med. Lockdown very low. He ends up getting fourth. Time doesn't quite have his Uber yet, but he's about to get it, so he should be able to survive this one. Does look like he gets that. He does use almost instantly. Bird's in there, nice and deep with the flog. Does end up getting cleaned up by the heavy. Looking at the way this one's getting fought. Zoid's in and on, gets a stab onto both Maz and Flare. And that's going to turn the fight right back in the way of Red Pandas. What do you reckon?
Yeah, definitely. Hype is the only one down right now. Zoid finding himself a third onto Regja and still just wreaking havoc up on that top left side by the buildings of the Engineer. He's going to dip behind Coden, finding a kill on a Meth as he, I imagine, jumped in again. As, yeah, Pandas, they've cemented themselves a bit more in this round. Time, he's just taunting with the Quick Fix. Just right in the open, but no one managed to see him do it, so he'll live. And, yeah, I mean, Ubers, they'll practically even out. Although, as I say that, Zoid, he gives Time a bit of a pat on the back and then lets him on his way. No stab coming in as more frags are being traded. Nice shot from Mist onto Hertz, though, and Lau falling as well. Flank down for Pandas. They might try to exploit this on Pipes on Point, but the goal is still the point, and the entire Pandas combo is there, so it's not looking great for them.
Yeah, and they really need to be fearful of this real Uber on the side of Lock. I feel like Red Pandas kind of has their number here. Time using in with his scout. Dad Sturb getting right up in there. He's on to Lock, and Lock's down silly low. He ends up getting forced. I think it's kind of like a 8-man sack, though, which I'm not sure is the greatest idea I've ever seen. Regja does have a level 2 sentry in the pool room there. Zoid's on it, though.
Miss, what did I just watch? That was disgusting, and finding a kill onto Lock as well. He does not want this map to be over. Doge and Lock both falling to his scope, and he's getting aggressive onto Point. Will not get the shot onto T-Son, as he will ford him down. Although missed, he will manage to get the pack, so still alive, can apply a lot of pressure for his team. And the health on Pandas, it is really poor right now, with Lock still being down. Ohai will end Mist's reign of terror. As he's posting up on the back, they're going to look to stop this cap before anything can happen, but Disturbed, he'll put enough pressure on the Point to get it mostly capped before he dies. And I think Pandas here, they have actually massive over disadvantage. If I'm Time and his team here, get aggressive with the Quick Fix. Like, just take the fight into them and don't stop. You can't let them get Uber and fight onto the Point here, but it looks like they're going for the Phlogistinator Uber again, and they're going to bring it forward. Doge getting very low, will die. Oh, Lock, he's so low. Bird will find it at the very end, but Time, he needs to get out here. It's looking like a tough task. Lau whiffing some shots, the uncharacteristic for him. Zoid will come through, try and get a stab onto Disturbed, but nothing will happen. Time, he needs to get healing up here, otherwise Zoid might just face stab him. But no, he'll fall, and Pipes on Point, they're suddenly back in this round. Massive Uber advantage again. Ohai down, Hertz down. It's looking good for them.
I think they need to be very fearful of when Ohai comes back up here, though. Time's playing very dangerously on the point. Maybe that's just due to the fact that he knows Ohai is down at the moment. They are taking that pull room again. They're ready to fight here. Time on 80% quick fix. I think they need to keep using this aggressively, especially with this overtime. Hertz is on the point. Lau's up on the point as well. This is not a spot you want to be in. Miss getting a frag onto Zoid. They have used their quick fix. They're through. Bird is close. I'm not really sure how well this is going to work for them because I worry about the reach of Bird here. However, Andy Brew coming behind, taking out Lau, and it looks like Locke has gotten away with that one. Locke's on 90%.
Bird just got surfed right into Locke from a rocket from her, but they dealt with her quick enough. Locke will get his Uber and make their re-aggression onto the point. Ohai takes down Miss Meth down as well, so it looks like it's going to be a pretty convincing Uber advantage push for Pandas here.
Yeah, man. I mean, look, I don't really know what to say. It looks like just through the fact that Locke survived there, we're able to push directly back up onto the point. And that means the first map has gone 3-0. Only 18 seconds left on the clock that round. Damn, dude.
3-0. As I said at the start of that round, 3-0 does not indicate how close that was.
Yeah, like shockingly close.
Hey, we're already into our second map of product.
Prediction-wise, I don't think I could tell you. It's a bit more close quarters, so we'll have to see if Pipes on Point wants to do the same thing. Meth's already in. He does end up cabering Doge, I believe, and dies for his efforts. Hertz is in pretty deep behind. He's onto Reg nice and early, cleaning him up. That's 2 down for the side of Pipes on Point. Looks like Disturbed manages to clean up Hertz behind, and T-Son taking out Andy Root. It's just a real scrappy fight on the point. T-Son getting real deep, ends up getting cleaned up for his efforts. Miss getting a fat frag onto Ohai. That was so clean, dude. And I think that Pipes on Point are taking this. I think they are.
It looks like a map that I think they definitely stand a better chance on. They've been playing a much more heavy-oriented style so far, and obviously when they're jumping around, he's barely getting healed. But product, it's a map where you can really dominate on heavy if you position yourself well and take a boatload of heals, which Maz has been doing. 30% heals for his team last time, and actually now I've got it open, Meth only taking 6%. So I think they stand a really good chance on this map. The Uber coming in aggressively from Red Pandas, but they just can't deal with the quick fix. Can the Uber at least? Zoid though, he comes through, heavy medic down, Pyro will fall as well, as it's kind of a crumble from the rest of Pipes on Point after that initial point cap.
Yeah, losing 5 players there is never something you really want to be doing if you're Pipes on Point. That said, they are still running... Is that normal Uber? No, that's normal Uber now. I was going to say they're still running quick fix, so they might be able to use it a bit more aggressively. But it looks like with the normal Uber on there and cleaning up Doge and T-Son just before this fight, you're in a pretty good spot. Flare taking out Hertz on the flank as well. This could be a really good spot for them. Zoid's in behind though. It looks like he's going to actually get him. Oh, he doesn't quite get it. Time actually getting a fat Uber sword. And Maz killing Hyper.
And that just puts them at ad. That saw put Time in Uber ad. Maz is taking something forward. Time has gotten him to walk away, so that's good. Because now they can actually hold the... They still have time advantage, and Uber coming in, they're not going to expect this on Pandas. Time putting most of this Uber onto Maz is actually Disturbed, gets dropped. Because of how hard of a solo we wanted to keep it. Bert getting a bit of a flash at the end to jump in. Does some damage on the Lau, but will get destroyed at the end. Flare and Meth both going down, but Mist, he's still up, killing Hertz, and looking to get any kills onto the aggression from Pandas. They're scared to walk onto the point. They know they can't commit without walking into this heavy, and the sniper sightline as Coden does fall. And T-Son, Mist is on a tear, 7 kills in a row for him, make that 8! He's on one!
Dude, it's like, I almost want to puke, dude. Some of these shots are so sick, like... It looks like they managed to hold on to this point here. They've run this time down. They're on 120. They're a full minute ahead of Red Pandas here. Meth doing a lot of damage as well, actually not in super deep for one. Ohai's getting some shots though, so Mist being down is not a good thing. Mist has just come back up. We'll have to see if he's able to do anything. The Uber actually comes out, Lock using onto his demo man. Doge is in pretty deep and he ends up having to back off. The Uber is fading. He does get the force out of time though, and it's not a very effective Uber. Not much going on.
Wait. Sound the alarms. Meth is running the sticky bomb launcher. What on earth is this? Okay. Pipes on point actually stand a chance now. The fact that last map was close with their demo man running the bloody sticky bomb launcher and Kaba, if missed, he does just fall to Ojai. But if they can regroup here, they've only got 30 seconds left, minute and a half, actually minute 45 disadvantage for Pandas here. If they can regroup, get a good push in, get this Uber, 'cause I don't think Pandas will push it too aggressively right now. I think they're more in a position to just kind of sit on point and have them come into them. As Zoid does die, I think that's the play. If your Pipes on point, get your Uber, fight on the point, and just look at winning something. Catch Pandas off guard here.
I do think they need to prioritize getting the frag onto Ojai, though. Andy Roo is behind, and it looks like he may be able to do something jumping in off of... Do we still call it China, or is that illegal now? I don't know.
No, I think it is still China.
Okay.
No one's come after me yet.
He does end up dying in-house. T-Son catching him out. Lau cleaning up Mist. Not a spot you want to be in. Also taking out Flare. The Ubers come out from both teams. It's just not looking good for Pipes on point, though, and I think they're going to have to back off here. They have got the time to play with, though.
Yeah, although with T-Son and Hertz both going down for Pandas, Lau's in a tough spot here as well. If they go too far forward, they may actually find that they are in a disadvantage. But a lot of players are sitting in house, and yeah, you're going to see Maz just walk into the Ojai sight lane, but Mist peeks out, very clean shot onto Ojai. Loud down as well, he's opening things up as the spawns come in. Bird's aggressive as she's forced T-Son forward. Doge going down to Mist, he's still going. He did fall to Zoid, and you've got Zoid and Hertz behind now. Zoid very close to getting the kill. Hertz is going to come in to try and clean it up, but he will die to the mini sentry. As time's about to even out, but Red Panda's huge not even Uber disadvantage, huge player disadvantage, only a slight Uber disadvantage. Pipes on point, they're going to be able to cap this out and also get their own Uber to fight. So the winner of this next fight is going to put themselves in a really good position to close out this first round.
Yeah, the times are so crazy, even at the moment. That said, they've just lost Meph and Andy Roo. Especially with that spawn desk out, it's not really what you want, and I think Locke has used that to his advantage. He's come in with his demo man. It's a very solo Uber. T-Son's behind as well. The Ubers do come out from both sides at this point. And it looks like T-Son being behind is not something that they were expecting. They end up losing a lot of their players. That's what, 6 down? 7 down?
Yeah, 6 down. Only 3 remaining, and even then Disturbed was a spawn, and Meth, he may fall. Zoid's behind him. They've got everyone looking for him. He will fall to the revolver from Zoid. Actually, Disturbed, he dies as well. Trapping up the dispenser. They won't wait for someone to come through. They'll just get the kill. As they've got 10 seconds. Zoid! He just gave him a hug and stabbed him in the spine. That's not a backstab if I've ever seen one. As that's probably just going to cement it here. Too heavy going forward. They've got Meth jumping onto the point. Thime's playing it as well, but... Spy is a fun class.
I think if they didn't lose Maz there, if Zoid hadn't have gotten that grotty stab onto him, they may have been able to win a fight on the point. With that overtime, they could have converted that to a round. Looking at this one though, Meph's in nice and deep again. He is backing out actually, rather than committing to it. He's back to the stick, but Hertz is behind. So is Zoid. Flare getting pumped on the flank. Absolutely dumped. Mist taking out Code and Ojai taking out Flare. And this is looking like another scrappy fight. Andy Roo's stuck on the point there, very low. He doesn't really want to be there too long. Bird taking out Zoid on the back. Andy Roo actually getting a frag as well. He does end up going down for it, and this is looking pretty good for the side of Pipes on point.
Yeah, Mist, he's just been reigning supreme. Equal points with his own medic just behind Locke, and he's been stepping it up so much more in the fights on this map. He was doing well in the Sniper v Sniper on Lakeside, but he's just getting far more done in terms of other picks. And on top of that, like Flare, he's been doing honestly shockingly well against Hertz on the flank, 1v1ing and keeping control. As the Uber trades do come out, Bird just gets knocked behind so hard. Meth joining her, but on his own accord with the sticky jumper, he is back running. But the Pandas players, they're so low, and they are falling. Locke does die behind the point, and it's on the same spawn wave as Maz, so even Ubers when they're up here. And actually, Pipes on point, they've kept control here.
Yeah, they've done a really good job actually running this time down. I mean, I've always been an advocate on this map, just hold the point. It doesn't matter what else happens. Hold the point, hold the point. And they're doing a bloody good job of it. They've actually managed to get themselves this even Uber. They have lost Meph and Andy Roo again. Meph's about to spawn though, so it's kind of not the worst spot I've ever seen them in. Ohai taking out Mist though, that's not good for them. Lau taking out Disturbed as well. They do end up losing their med to a fantastic pipe from Doge, and I think that's probably just going to mean that Red Pandas, now that they're able to cap this, they're probably going to be able to run the timer down at least, what do you reckon, 30 odd seconds?
Oh, I'd say that they probably bring time in their favour, run it down for another 45. And that's just until the push comes out from Pipes on Point. I think unless a miracle happens, which I mean, hey, look, they've made a few happen in my books, they probably have to fight back from a time disadvantage.
Yeah. Mist has got a pretty good line here though, and we'll have to see if he's able to do much with it. He is peeking one more time, aiming for that demo, I think, though not going down. Meph is in nice and deep again. He's still running that Sticky Bomb launcher, and Ohai taking out Mist right there in that spot. Bird using the flog crits, ends up getting hit by a sticky trap the moment she walked around the corner. Time ending up getting the Uber just as the Ubers came in from the other side. They have ended up using, it's a solo Uber on their heavy, and they really haven't done very much with it because there wasn't much to follow up with. Mist back up, he is able to get himself up on top of the house there. Lau's on the med, I don't think there's anything they can do to stop that from happening. They do end up losing their med there. Look, I mean, it's another scrappy fight, but I feel like Red Pandas have come out on top. They've kept their med up, they've got a few more players up. I don't know, man.
Yeah, it's they managed to push it in their favor, and then they won the fight, so it's going to be very tight by the time this next fight happens, unless Pipes on Point want to force something early, and with Mist and Disturb both going down in the blink of an eye, they're going to have to sit back a little bit. This hurts. No Pirator effect, he's just going to jump in full confidence, will take out Bird and then leave. Can't kill the medic, he's just a bit too low for that, but the rest of his team's there can try and help out with that frag as Doge, he wants something, but he won't find anything. Falling back on the point after taking a bit of damage. Flare will be the only death right now. But Zoid, he's going to get missed. You'd think?
No!
I love the way that Mist has been dodging. All he's been doing, anytime Zoid uncloaks on him and starts revolving him, he just spins. Zoid takes him so long to get the kill.
And Mist actually surviving that manages to take out the demo man, which could be the entry to this fight that they want. They are about to get the Uber. They do end up losing Disturbed. Hertz taking him out on the flank. Hertz going down to, what's his name? Flare. And Mist getting a frag as well. He does end up dying. Zoid in behind again. I don't know. This is looking like a pretty gross fight. Coden's got that level 2 and they aren't able to do very much about it. Bird's actually on it now, taking it down. I don't know, it's just a real scrappy fight. I'm seeing things going all over the shop. It looks like Pipes on Point are going to be able to cap that point, but they are looking at a 2-second timer on the side of Red Pandas. They've only got a few players up. Time going in on the point. A valiant effort, but ending up dying. I think that's going to be round, man.
Probably. No one spawning, even in time missed. I think I heard one last headshot ring out, but he's going to save his KD. Just do more damage as he's still pounding. Ohai has caught up a little bit, but Mist is still this X factor that Pipes on Point can use at any point to try and make things happen. Meph, he's in very fast again, landing on top of Ohai and just whiffing absolutely everything.
Yeah, not exactly what I think he was hoping to achieve with that bomb. Flare jumping in, taking out Hertz, but dying. Andy Brew's in behind. We'll have to see if he's able to do very much with that. Oh, and Ohai taking out Mist right from underneath. Times beam. I don't think that beam was enough to save him there with that sort of shot. Andy Brew ending up dying just as I was hyping him up. T-Son taking out Bird on the point. Bird overextending a little, I think. And also running the back burner, which is pretty clean. I love to see that. Yeah, Bird's jumping in onto time. Ends up dying. Are they running the vaccinator? Is that even...
Wait. Oh yeah, they are. That is allowed.
Is it allowed?
Yeah, that is allowed.
Oh, bro, I'm gonna play so much Highlander now, dude. I fucking love the vaccinator. Zoid's still in behind. Just manages to not get caught by Bird. Zoid is on time, I think. No, he ends up taking out Bird and he's on Disturb. It doesn't look like he's going to be able to get away from it. He does get away from that one.
Oh. Skin of his teeth. Look at Maz just shooting straight up, waiting for something to happen. Zoid might just get caught here if he peeks too far, and actually Meth gets him instead. They had an idea on where he was, but they'll claim the frag. Seems like Pipes on point, they're a little split. You've got some people trying to make things happen with aggression, and then you've got Maz and Meth shooting their ammo into the sky behind their own house. So I think they might just be having a little bit of fun with it at this point. They've tried all of their tricks, and as we are quite possibly in the last round, a minute 40 left on the clock for ends. Nice rocket from Flare on the flank to trade with Hertz. I said it before, he's been doing a really good job keeping Hertz at bay. Hertz could have been having a massive effect on this game, but Flare's just been doing his job on the flank and fighting him. As actually shockingly, we have the point falling in favour of Pipes on point. I'm surprised they managed to pull themselves away from their own house, honestly.
I'm not surprised at all, dude. The Vaccinator is so good. It's so good. They were just able to tank that level 2 sentry that Coden has up and just walk through. Fantastic stuff. Ohai getting a frag onto Disturbed though, and another onto Maz. Just absolutely pumping those two guys. Flare's down very low, not able to do very much. Doge is actually in, he takes out Myth, and Zoid goes down. Regia getting that frag onto Doge as he tried to get out. I mean, look, with this sort of... I mean, I don't even know if I want to call it disad though, because they have at least 3 vaccinated charges, which is pretty good if you use it effectively. Hertz is doing a lot of damage though. He takes out Bird, allows him behind, taking out Regia. Hertz is on to time going down very low, having to back out to get a pack. It's just going to keep delaying this push. Ohai getting another fat frag onto Maz. And Zoid taking out... Oh, dude, the Uber comes out and everything. Yeah.
Yeah, Pandas are ready to put this one away. 30 seconds left for them. They'll end up... I mean, there's no such thing as Uber advantage or disadvantage when you run in the back. There's just Uber or not. So, I mean, you know, they're coordinated enough to where they should be able to deal with it. Missed with the classic headshot. He's walking around real slow like here, looking for more. He's giving people. But he's missing a bit. Time does fall and won't be back up unless his team can cap the point or force this into overtime. But the aggression across the point from Panda, 3 players alive. Missed, he's zooming in, gets a body shot onto Hyper, as that will be Red Pandas being your Respawn League Season 6 champions of the Premiership Division. Oh, no, it's not Premiership, it's just Premier. But yeah, they are your champions yet again. Yeah, and look, to close things out here, and shout out to DuMmTm, Snazzy for both joining me on the mic tonight. Shout out, as always, to Connor on production, the big man, Cam and everything, making us sound good and making the game look good. As that's going to do us for the night. Thank you for watching our Season 6 playoffs coverage of Respawn League. And we will hope you will join us next time for Season 7 at some point in the near future.
Hi-oh, Beaver! Away!